Hello there, this is Henry Harris and welcome to the Weekly Spark. This week's topic, Sukkot, in which we move out of our beautiful permanent dwellings and we step into a temporary hut. And our sages tell us that the sukkah, the space of the sukkah is it's a sacred space. It's a space of elevated spiritual consciousness. Now what's behind that? What is that exactly? So I think we need to look at the key ingredient of a sukkah, and that's what I like to call the ineffective roof. Why is this? What do I mean by ineffective roof? Well, the roof of a sukkah is made of organic material, which by definition must allow the elements to invade the space of the sukkah. So when there's sun, you see the sun streaming right into the space of the sukkah. And when there's rain, you feel the drops of the rain coming in. And fundamentally, that points to a certain humility, a certain vulnerability, and there's definitely something spiritual about humility and vulnerability, no question about it. Now, my question is, what is the point of the roof altogether? Why? Because, as I said, it's by definition, it must be a roof that is does not allow rain in is not a valid roof. It's not a kosher sukkah. So, by definition, it's an ineffective roof. Okay. Now, once the ineffective is exposed, i.e., the rain actually enters, I'm no longer obligated to sit out there and feel my vulnerability. I can step into my nice house. I can eat a beautiful dinner at my dining room table and wait for the rain to stop. So if that's so, then why bother with the roof altogether? Let me just sit outside under the open sky. I'll feel the vulnerability. I'll get the humility, the whole thing. And I'll just sit out there with walls and no roof. And the answer is because the roof is what allows for the space of the sacred space. And you know what the roof is? The roof is me. This ineffective roof is fundamentally my ineffective efforts in this world. See, a roof is it's my efforts to make a space to provide for my needs, provide for the needs of others. It's my responsibility and my holy responsibility to do things in this world. But I know fundamentally that there is, my efforts they're not invincible, they're vulnerable, they're imperfect, and yet what we see here is we see that apparently, where does the divine show up? The divine shows up in imperfect, ineffective efforts. That's where the sacred shows up. So I step out of my home for the festival, and I'm already stepping into this kind of clarity of vulnerability. But then I'm reminded that I have this amazing, it's not just that I'm vulnerable. That's not the bottom line of this whole thing. That's not like anxiety-filled, vulnerability. No, it's that I have the opportunity and the responsibility of creating a space. I'm charged with building a roof. Oh, my roof is ineffective? Okay, that's true. But guess what? Exactly where my roof is ineffective is exactly the space where the divine shows up. That's exactly where my roof is not perfect, is the degree to which it is permeable to the influence of the divine. I want to wish everyone a beautiful festival and a wonderful week.